All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey.
Speed dribble.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And right away, he lost the football. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Browns' 47-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Wild Bill. Watch the edge.
X3. 218. Chopper. Get it.
Now Jones. Finding his target. It's Cody Latimer. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Number 50.
Chopper. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Hilliard. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
22 jet bomber. Ready.
On 2nd down, Hilliard. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dontrell Hilliard, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
No.
Hey, alert 33.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mayfield to throw it. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing so.
Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 59 yards for him on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Throwing Jones. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 96 yards, and the Browns have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Gallman will run it. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's Gallman. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Switch up, switch up.
Completes it to Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53, Mike 53. Watch the car. Watch the car.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again.
A run for Nick Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
First down, Browns.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
A toss play to Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Let's go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Run. 58, boys, 58.
Mayfield on play action. And he finds Howard complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Set, 180.
53 is the mark. Kill.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And the Browns first down.
Set, 180.
Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Oh, you got D?
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Check 37.
Real.
Now Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down, and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. This is Gallman. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Deshaun Gibson brought him down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now Jones on 3rd and 2. That's complete to Gallman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st and 10, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 53. No chance.
Jones now throwing again. They're going to Gallman here on the screen. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the set.
Mike 59.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And Latimer's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. Jones now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. This is Shepard on the catch. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. Jones on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check pass. Check pass.
Throwing again. Jones. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And this is Latimer, complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones operating from the gun. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mayfield now from the 50. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh no! Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
You ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got one.
They'll run again here with Gallman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Ready.
Jones now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now Gallman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 33-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Jamal Sheard on the stop.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
All day, dog.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, you got to get no less.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Well, the drive starts with a completion, left side. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Jones now on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb, and they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
He finds his target, Beckham. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Chubb on first down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. They run it again with Chubb. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And the Browns first down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Mayfield on the keeper. Almost with a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Browns, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't right it. We break you down like a pound. I got it. Don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
Down! Ready?
Got my back. That's 20 goons and ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got 3 moves. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we going for the check.
Blue 80, touch!
We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Down! 185! Down! Blue 80! That's up!
All right, you got 1 shot left. We are going for gold.
Hey, man, listen. Great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're going to be just fine.
Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the dance. No man, I'll deal with the dance. Hollywood got me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on. Put in the gas. I will not crash. Dash. Honey, dash. Honey, dash. Honey, dash. Honey, dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react to play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. First shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like a running manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, all think we can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed to be emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on.
What now? 180!
Gas, I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm copy. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, I'll deal with the dance.
185!
Got me. I ruin they plans.
280, touch!
One. They do what they can. Got it on. Smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash.
Down! 280!
Honey, dash. Honey, dash. Honey, dash. Honey, dash. They slept on the table, they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can cover the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This shit we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. I'm making a name. I put on a jet, supposed to regret even letting them stay in the game. See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion of the jungle. You just try not to rumble, young man, rumble. Slip, no stop. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me shoot through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Domination every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on. Smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. Honey, dash. Honey, dash. Honey, dash. Honey, dash. Honey, dash.
Down! 180! Where's it? Hot! What down? 180!
Yeah.
Where's it? Hot!
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game.
185.
Girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want to shoot it now. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
Down.
With the
Blue
right
80.
hand, catch with the left touchdown. Step back,
What's
get
up?
some room. Packing nobody new, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view.
Down.
Hotel get a way
Blue
to
80.
read a magazine, wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay, 10K on the counter.
Okay, hard.
So shocked, it's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up,
Down.
celebrate some news.
180.
I do a good job.
180. We're good. We're good. Blue 80. What's up?
When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got that one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pocket the desk. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay.
Monday, down. 180.
No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love
That's
me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
Down.
Right pocket got
180.
euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody
What's
gonna
it?
want
Hard.
revenge. Somebody might want it now. Ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor.
What now?
Hotel,
180.
lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. I
What's up?
give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest.
Down.
Recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles.
What's
I've
up?
never seen a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say
Down.
it. No, they're thinking they just
185.
made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no
Where's it? Hard.
I don't gotta spend no famous. I don't gotta answer questions.
Get down. Get down.
Okay, 30,000 in the
Down.
pocket, no
Blue
change.
80.
Okay, I might pass the ball.
Where's it? Hard.
No game. Okay, all my girls they hate me the same. Okay, so when I die,
There we
I
go.
ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might
Down.
want it now. Right pocket,
180.
euros.
That's up.
Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown.
Monday, down. Blue 80. What's up? Down. You 180. What's it? Hard. What? Down. 180. Blue 80. What's up? Down. 180. Hands up.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Store up in the do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. Chains on my neck, one from them and one from later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been waiting for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Tend to hear with anybody, take them, I can shake them, I invite them to the fire, then I make them, I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang a jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, number one seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. We kicking up against me, hope you ready, get it up. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back. 48 yards. running back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, wild. Go your then run it back. Run it back.